Racing, Radio Cool, stride slow. Kilimanjaro fell out about 5 lengths behind them. Radio Cool's got back now. Infernal Majesty shows out. Botany Chris tries to cross them. Al Bruce bursts to the lead. Al Bruce by a couple of lengths. Infernal Majesty comes after it. Kilimanjaro's managed to get up to third. Don't know how. Round the outside, Gummy Gumpster. Botany Chris cuts the inside. Radio Cool's not in this. Nor's Homebush Magic or Leroy Jethro. Trying to hold is Al Bruce. Trying hard. Infernal Majesty. Al Bruce gets through. From Infernal Majesty and Kilimanjaro after that poor beginnings run third. Back and behind those runners then we would have had Gummy Gumpster. Botany Chris seemed to have his chance. Homebush Magic back and behind them. Radio Cool never got us excited at all, and Leroy Jethro last. Graham and Jen Clark strike with Al Bruce. Now, the first bend, effectively, we were just begging for something to happen, and Al Bruce said, well, I'll take this race by the scruff of the neck. Burst clear. And racing, Purely, she's out not too badly. Skeleton Witch gets out fast. Purely heads it off now, puts 2 to 3 lengths on them. Icon starting to work around the outside there of Working Poppy. Back and behind them to Glad's a Pop, and Denali's out wide. Back behind those runners to Hide the Socks and Sniff of Brandy. On the corner, Purely's in front. Skeleton Witch starting to drive hard the inside. Back and behind them then we've got Working Poppy and Icon down the outside. Purely kicking hard though would go away and score from Working Poppy. Tight third, probably Skeleton Witch from Icon. Then we had Glad's a Poppin', Hide the Socks, Sniff of Brandy, Denali. Purely bags the win that she deserves, and she's ended up paying $1.60 on the tote. 22.11 the winning time here, and it's going up on the board as 5-2. It was tight for third, thought the one held, but Icon's out wide. Sometimes it's hard to line up. And racing, Ollie Baxter's come out fairly well. Indefinite Order showing out wide. Classy Zara trying to poke up between runners. So too is More Salt Needed. Around the outside wide is Zamatis Lass. They'll be followed back in the pack now. We've got Corborn Josh a long way back with Wine Time, and also Sam's Fly and Norm. Up they come. Ollie Baxter's in front, trying hard as Classy Zara out wide. Indefinite Order, but in is Ollie Baxter. From Classy Zara, Indefinite Order. They'll be followed across then by Zamatis Lass and More Salt Needed. Behind those runners then to Corborn Josh, never in the hunt. Wine Time back, and Sam's Fla Norm never got warm. Ollie Baxter, he's going to be coming back to Manawatu a few more times, this dog. Just his second start here, he's had a win and a minor placing. Racing, King Selection bounded out well here. In fact, he put 2 lengths on them early. Homebush Bounce came out after it. Powerhouse Lee gets the inside. Out wider then we've got Boot the Cash up and around the outside. Between runners here is Thrilling Mike getting into the race. Further back in the race then Wheelie Over It running wide. And behind them is Some Jeans and also Golfing Buddy. Into the straight they come. King Selection holding. Homebush Bounce drives hard the inside. Back and behind them then to Boot the Cash and Powerhouse Lee. King Selection, good on you, son. He's got in for another win from Homebush Bounce. Third to go by then we would have had Boot the Cash, then Powerhouse Lee. Thrilling Might headed the rest in, then Wheelie Over It in the last pair, Golfing Buddy and Some Jeans. King Selection, number 1. Well done to Sue Gommans here, Sue and John. They train locally. It's win 3 at start 54. And racing, Benji stepped pretty well, and slow to go Lord d'Air. Now Benji's been headed off easily though by Coyote Courtier and Thrilling Days. Benji works away from the rail a fraction, and beside that then to Dogged Dan. Lord d'Air trying to tramp around the outside. Mighty Baxter as well back alongside Corborn Malky and Radio Goo. I don't think Coyote Courtier's coming back. Benji's trying hard down the outside. Dogged Dan, Coyote Courtier. What a day this is. Benji runs second. And into third, Dogged Dan. And the next to go by was Mighty Baxter and Lord de Air, who blew the start. And further back to Radio Goo Goo. Thrilling Days dropped out, and Corborn Malky. What sort of a day is this? Coati Corchi gets win 2 at start 66. Previous race, King Selection, win 3, start 54. He ran back-to-back days last week, Coati Corchi. Racing, Applause has hopped out well. Allegro Max is slow. Out quite nicely, Barry's Way and Goldstone's going forward, and now Allegro Max is booting through on the inside. Shin Zigzag working up between those runners. They'll be followed by Pseudonym in amongst it. On the inside, Applause now. And last of all is Opulent. Across the top they come. In front, Goldstone, but wide. Allegro Max cuts between them, goes to the lead. Allegro Max kicks clear on Goldstone. Barry's Way's only battling. Further back in the race to Pseudonym running home. Allegro Max bolts in. Money right on here. Second over was Goldstone. Places again. Third to go by, we had Barry's Way, Pseudonym coming at it late to make it interesting. And that'd be followed behind those runners then. We had Shin Zigzag, and Applause was well back with Opulent never in the hunt. Well, there you go, you set yourself up to be shot down, and that's exactly what Allegro Max did to me. What's he run? 26.32, so it's a good gallop too, particularly given he jumped last. And he's bolted in. Goldstone, usual honest performance. That's the last 8 placings. Racing. Good even line here. Big Time Kaz is one of them. Now she starts to get shuffled through on the inside here. We've got Opawa Cassidy jumping better than usual. On the outside of that was 10.1 trying to get to the lead. Something's got to give, and Botany Dave goes clear. Botany Dave out by 4 lengths. Driving to second now would have been Opawa J. Trying to chase after that now, you know, Charm as the race changes. Big Time Kaz runs through on the inside. Further back to Rocky Baxter. Shuffled with 10.1 and Opawa Cassidy at the first bend. Botany Dave bolts and wins easily here from Opawa J. Third to go by then was, you know, Charm. Fourth over was Big Time Kaz. Back behind those runners then, we had Opawa Cassidy, Rocky Baxter, 10.1. Well, didn't know what to call going to the first bend because there's just a line of them and something had to happen. The 2 and the 1 have ended up getting crushed towards the rail. The head-on shot will probably show us that. And Botany Dave got spat out the front and just ran away to score. Clock to 26.82. Racing, Opawa Shaden, a fair break. Dasher Rum gets out well. Mariah kicks up. Now Thou Romeo's poking through on the inside. Opawa Shaden gets to the lead here. Thou Romeo chases it. Then we've got Mariah. Around the outside then to Homebush Lucifer, just tucked in behind them to Dole Parts, and Dasher Rum's gone back to last. Opawa Shaden turns first by 2, giving chase Thou Romeo, 3 back then to Mariah, Homebush Lucifer, down the outside Dole Parts and Dasher Rum last. Opawa Shaden goes 3 straight and wins by 3 from Thou Romeo, Mariah. I think Homebush Lucifer held down 4th narrowly there from Dole Parts, and Dasher Rum's the last one in. Opawa Shaden, number 3, takes out the 3rd heat and clocks at 26.47. Run home was 17.02. 3, 2, 4 and 8 on the board. So the 8 holding down 4th from Dole Parts. And as we pick them up, it's the 3 chased by the 2. Racing Air Raid, a pretty good break. Miss Universe heads it off. Miss Universe to the lead by 2. Air Raid is giving chase. They'll be followed forward then by Lenny Mack and Red Crystal hunting forward as well. Back behind those runners to talk it over. Semantics is trying to drive through the inside. Emma Marie is well back as they swing the corner with Acapella. Miss Universe in front. Air Raid trying to gun it down. Further back to Red Crystal and Lenny Mack. Miss Universe holding. Air Raid trying to lunge, but Miss Universe in by a length. From Air Raid, Red Crystal third, Lenny Mack was fourth. Then talk it over. Semantics. Last pair, Acapella and Emma Marie. Miss Universe back to winning form. Gee, on the bunny and running along, she's a different dog. 21.72, hasn't set the track on fire. It's not a fast day here today. 16.64. Racing, a power lean meet was slow. YOY got out nicely. B Rabbit's there early, and so too is Dolly Peg. Now a power lean meet trying to hunt up the inside. Allegro Chase has gone forward quickly to be outside the leader. Emma Marie's back in the you're laughing, I should say, is back in the field as they come to the corner, trying to sneak through another duel. Dolly Peg's been shuffled. Around the corner they come. Allegro Chaser over on the outside of YOY. Power lean meet trying hard then B Rabbit. Allegro Chaser is in from YOY. Power lean meet third. Next to go by then we had B Rabbit. And that'd be followed behind those runners then by another duel. You're laughing was well back. Dolly Peg as well after beginning Wells finished back towards the tail with Alamein Duke. Allegro Chaser, Lisa Ahern does it back to back here and 3 wins now today, finishing the card strongly as she can. Racing Allegro Master out a wee bit better today. Getting out nicely too, Just a Boy from Allegro Master, and that'd be followed through on the inside then by Freedom Flyer. Getting around the outside to Wheelie Rascal. Cosmic Fury back in behind them. Gibbonate is a long way back, and back there too Individual Lily and also Narahoy. Into the straight comes Allegro Master and drives away here. Wheelie Rascal down the outside with Freedom Flyer. In nicely Allegro Master. Freedom Flyer held down second from Wheelie Rascal, and Cosmic Fury was a close-up fourth. Gibbonate back and behind them, but never a winning chance. Beside them, Individual Lily, Just a Boy, and amongst that ruck as well when they cross with Narahoy. Our favourites just far too good here today. Allegro Master and Collision Hi-Fi Allegro. That litter just keeps winning, winning and winning for Lisa Ahern. And he stepped better today. And racing, and Corborn Crouch has been slow to go. Wallace Ladd got out nicely, and Allegro Class going with it early as well. Corborn Crouch trying to sneak through the inside. Then we've got Graduation up and around the outside. We've got Tofano pressing forward. Caesar Chances trapped wide. Graduation's drifted back. We've got Corborn Tip well back with Thrilling Dylan on the corner. Allegro Class in front. Corborn Crouch looms up the outside. Back and behind them to Caesar Chance and Wallace Ladd down. They come. Corborn Crouch blows on by and wins from Caesar Chance dash to second. Allegro Class third. Wallace Ladd fourth. This winner's something else. Tofano next to go by. And that'd be followed back then by Thrilling Dylan the inside of that. Graduation disappointing again. And Corborn Tip is last. Well, this dog shouldn't be able to do that really. He's a Class 4 dog up against the Class 5s. He gives them a start. He weaves his way through the field. He loops around Allegro Class, who won Class 5 last week. And then just rips away for a win in 26.22. Now he can run faster, but crikey. Hope this dog holds together.